dark woods of your mind lies a structure that is hard to find, where one can let loose, get in the zone to prepare for a great unknown. Complain Lodge, put the world on pause. Complain Lodge, join the entourage. Complain Lodge, with that crazy panache. Complain Lodge, hold your applause. The search is over. You're finally in it. Let's sit on the sofa and rap for a minute. We'll push all the limits and make a few pivots. Climb the buffoons and smack a few bigots. Stop for a visit. Here in the skillet, time to feed all the Chris biscuit. Not many like the bitter truths. They're harder to drink than bitters in your juice. Keep on mixing up your Kool-Aid. Nobody else wants a sip of your rage. Complain Lodge, put the world on pause. Complain Lodge, join the entourage. Complain Lodge, with that crazy panache. Complain Lodge, hold your applause. Creeping through shadows, the vibes so thick. With whispers and echoes, the plot ticks slick. Each corner reflects a haunting sound. In a Complain Lodge, where the lost are found. Complain Lodge, Complain Lodge, Complain Lodge, Complain Lodge.
Well, well, well. Here it is, the Complaint Lodge. And, well, I guess I have a major complaint because I forgot that I didn't really set my studio back up completely the right way yet. Isn't that is a pretty big complaint? Or maybe you guys could complain to me about that. That's the way it goes sometimes, right? I mean, it's been quite a few weeks here at the Lucas household, and I've been doing projects and things, and using the basement more for that sort of thing, and through doing that, I've kind of disconnected some things down there. I'm not even in the basement right now. I'm not even supposed to be up here right now. But, I'm gonna head downstairs. Wait. You can't hear me. Oh, jeez. Evie Mux is evil. An evil thing. No one's here anyway, right? It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Bug. It doesn't matter. Nothing. I'm not even sure. We did this party for the kids. And, I had a whole bunch of, I tried to do, a whole DJ setup. I wanted to have all this music, because what's a party without music, right? So I brought a computer, and I was making this playlist on YouTube. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. And I bring it all. I even bring a fold-out table to the place. And I decide, I'm gonna really do this. And there wasn't much of a connection with the internet at the place that we were doing the party. So, I couldn't hook up my computer. I mean, I plugged it in. The place that we had the party had a pavilion with power, and it even has like a hose set up. I actually brought, well, it has a spigot that you can clean stuff out and wash your feet off and do whatever the hell. Even I brought a hose with me, and I even brought a sprinkler and all this stuff. But I really wanted to have great music playing where I could mix some kids' music and some adult party music together, and everyone could have a great old time. But, like I said, it didn't work out that way because there was no internet connection at this place. Well, barely. Definitely not enough for me to run my hotspot from my phone and hook up the computer the way I wanted to. Because, it would have been nice, too, to have a little bit of a visual, although the children may have all just watched that instead of actually partying. But it just didn't freaking work, so I had to sort of just take this table I had and walk 20, 30 feet from... 20, 30 feet from the actual party, the pavilion area, set up leave this table over there with a Bluetooth speaker, and as soon as I would walk away from my phone, I get connection. Like, my being there was causing so much of a disruption in the Wi-Fi that it wasn't working. I was like, gee, this is fun. What if I get a phone call? What if I need to use my... I'd have to interrupt the music. And of course, it wasn't working 100%. It was... my freaking thing kept spinning and spinning and spinning. It's spinning, they spinning, and they spinning. So, again, it didn't work out exactly as I wanted it to, like anything ever really does. It never does, right? So yeah, I'm still trying to set up. Oh geez, it is such a mess in the basement because, like I said, I've been doing projects, been cleaning out air conditioner units, and I was taking apart fans the other day to see if I could get them. We had about 5 box fans that weren't really working so well, and they were in various states of broken. And I looked it up and figured out how I could try to fix them, and 2 of them were actually salvageable. But I need to get the right sort of oil for them so that I can use them correctly. So, 200 subs. That's what I have now. Not bad for a YouTube channel that's been around for maybe 14 years, maybe. Probably even longer than that. But of course, I wasn't really using it as a broadcast channel. I'm not even sure. I don't even know if you could go live 14 years ago on YouTube. I don't know if that was really an option. It was more of just an upload site, and I was just uploading any of the things that I did that I was sending into the Opie and Anthony show back then. Oh yeah, this is, oh Jesus. It's a mess. It's a complete mess. I'm not even sure how long it's going to take me to set this all up, but that's all right. Because, not much is going on, is it? Is there even anyone here? I can't even tell. I don't even have things hooked up that way where I could even look and see if anyone's there. My goodness, no one's commenting, so I don't think anyone's here. You can, in posterity, later on, you can listen and look at this and whatever. Should I send out links to people when I do get this all hooked up? That's the question. Would anyone even come? Would anyone even come on me? I mean, with me. I mean, here. Ew. Come on me. Yay. Come on me. Ew, ew, ew. Well, first step here is to turn on the computer. Ah, it is turning on. All right, so that's not broken. Oh, and there's a plug here for a light. Oh, here's a vacuum cleaner that's still plugged in. I don't need that right now. What is this one? What the? Oh, that's the shop vac. 2 vacuums plugged in. Goodness. I did quite a number on this place. Okay, here's another. All right. Here's another connection that I can make. Oh, man. Well, in my absence from doing this sort of show, I mean, shoot, the shows that I do from my freaking phone, well, this is my phone right now, but the lives that I do while I'm driving are more technical than this. Okay. I'm not even sure I remember how to set this all up correctly. Oh, no. Is this cable even working? Oh, no. Is my microphone going to be broken? It's broken. It's my microphone broken. Oh, man. You know, that's what happens. Like, everything works fine until I just walk away for 2 weeks and don't look at any of it. It just falls apart. Why is life like this? No. Don't pair to the computer phone. That's going to probably screw everything up. Wait a minute. What just happened? Seriously? Did this just, like, disconnect and connect to a different thing? I can't believe this. I cannot believe that. That is redonkulous. Redonkulous. Here we go. Plug this in there. Plug that in there. This in where? Oh, that's supposed to have... Oh my God. This is a mess. Maybe I should actually, look into getting this all hooked up before I go live. I guess. Can you still hear me? Hello? Is there anybody out there? Probably not. Now the rest of the stuff is in my backpack, and I gotta look at that real quick. Does this turn on now? Okay, this part turns on. Whew. Oh, we're getting there. This is starting a little later than I thought. Oh, my Lord. Thank you, Cousin Laddie. Does this shit turn on anymore? None of this is plugged in. Oh, my. Mayan? Oh, no, that's not even the right one. What the heckin'? This one. Oh, there's a lamp. Oh, one of the 10,000 lamps I have here. Oh, well, but that should be fine. Like, what is... This is ridiculous. Why is that not working? What do you say here? Oh, because this one... Where the hell does this cord go? It goes right there. These are plugged in. This is all plugged in. Like, I don't understand. Literally, things are just breaking on me. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's the way it goes. Everything breaks. Everything is shitty. Everything breaks and then you die. Everything is shitty. And I keep on wondering why. Oh, that's the wrong chord. Huh. That's the wrong fucking chord. Join the entourage. Oh, man. You'd think I didn't know how to be professional. I guess I don't. I have no clues anymore. That's what happens. You get out of practice on something, and then you forget how to do everything. You know, the difference is there's a lot of people who get a shitload of practice, and they still really suck. You know, we see this in the Devilverse a lot. Right, these people, some of them do so many shows, and you'd think, wow, you do so many shows that you should probably be good at this. And they're not. A lot of them are not. It's disturbing to me. It's disturbing that someone can do something 10,000 times, put the 10,000 hours in, as they say, that makes you an expert, and they are not even close. Not even. You know, but I guess that's what happens when you farm other people's drama all the time, and you know, that's the only sorts of things that you know how to do. And if there's no drama going on with other people, then you have nothing to actually say or do. And you've got to talk about other people's relationships and various dumb crap like that. You know, like this poor guy Mersh that everyone's messing with now, that everyone's talking about his girl and the things that are going wrong. It's like, come on, guys. I get it. Mersh is a boisterous guy who talks this big, giant game, and oh, God, and I'm so amazing, and then comes and turns out that he's not as amazing as he thinks he is. And you knew that, though. Didn't you already kind of know that? Wasn't that the whole point about Mersh? Like, yeah, he thinks he's incredible, but he's not. And now that it's being proven, we've got to harp on him. We've got to jump on him. Oh boy, pile on. Just like, I mean, I hate to say that a person like Chad Zumak is Zoom, and a boom, boom. Chad Zumak sucks. Zumak. He might be kind of right about the pylon stuff, but, you know, he's the kind of person who should be piled on. Right? All right, it's coming along. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna start up some more music here. Here's a little bit of ambiance, and I'll be back in just a few moments. Hello. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. I'm here finally again. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Can I? Do I still know how to do all this? Do I still know how to do this crap? Let's see. Hey, what's going on there? Yeah, it's me. It's Luke. How you doing, Luke of the Vine? Camera's there, right? Hello, I'm here. There's a microphone. We got some visual. Yeah, we got whatever that thing is in the bottom there. I just shared this on X. Yeah, we'll see if any of this. Let's see. Does any of this work? Does this? I mean, don't shoot me. Please don't. You just don't shoot. Ah! Actually, that was a little messed up. It blacked out in the beginning. I gotta cut that a little better. Hi, it's the Complaint Lodge. How you doing? Put the world on pause. Complaint Lodge. Join the entourage. Complaint Lodge. With that crazy panache. Complaint Lodge. Hold your applause. Here, I'm gonna make myself a little smaller here. Why not? You know, because we got to get the full effect of the Complaint Lodge going on here. How about this? I'll put myself right down here. Because, you know, if I do stuff like, I don't know, like, you know, if we bring out this scene here, how you doing? It's the Complaint Lodge. That's right. I'm Luca the Bind. And, I got some complaints, you know. I got to, here, let's center me. I must be center stage. Down center. Well, really, this is a test show. It's a test show, right? Just to get everything back into working order. It's been weeks since I've done a show down here. I didn't even take a shower after work. I feel dirty, but you know what? The basement's kind of dirty too. So if it fits, I'm fitting into my environment. What the hell is going on? All right, I see why that's like that. Yeah, the framing's still a little bit off. I mean, again, I haven't been down here in so long. Here, oh, there we go. A little bit better. Little okay. Things are starting to come back together, sort of. And yeah. So if anyone's watching this, sorry about that. Like looping that song like 5 times or whatever I did. Yeah, it was not meant to do that. Ho ho. Okay, let's. Oh, and that that song is still playing. So let's pretend like we just heard the theme song. Complaint Lodge, put the world on pause. Complaint Lodge. Maybe I can edit this afterwards. Can I do that? I'm not even sure my microphone was coming through before. God damn it. But all right. So now we'll do this. This is how I intended the show to go. Oh, hey!
Complaint Lodge.
That's right. It's the Complaint Lodge. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it coming. What? Who's coming? Am I coming? I don't think so.
I don't goon as much as I said I did when I was on the Rangoon Morning Rangoon show. I'm not even sure I should do the stuff I said I was going to do today because, you know, no one's watching. Where's Tommy? Tommy! Tommy, where are you? I mean, I bet you there's a whole bunch of other people live right now, too. There's probably people, all sorts of people doing all sorts of stupid things online right now, right? Like they normally do. I don't know, let's check. Oh, yeah, you got Pat Dixon, who's playing his piano. He's touching those keys, he's touching himself, and he's talking about merch, it looks like. Wow. Wow. Poof. Hey, look at this crazy guy that has a weird relationship. Pat's one to talk. Just, weird relationships. Am I blasting this microphone out? Oh, did someone just leave? Oh well, get out of here. Get the fuck out. You don't like my candor. You can just go. All right, we'll turn that down a little bit. Yeah, no. This song is just an extension of the AI song that I played in the beginning of the show. We're talking like half an hour ago. Took me a while to get this all set up again. Still looks pretty decent, though. I might have to change the Rangoon on the sign. Because Rangoon is defunct now? I don't know. Though, although I do need this camera to move a little, scoot in a little bit. Everything's so messed up right now. Although I did pass 200 subs. Thank you, everyone. All you foreign people that tune into my driving lives, my vlogs. Thanks for the 200 subs, 201 maybe. I'm sure I lost a few tonight though, right? Let's check. 201 still. All right, let's party. I mean, I was gonna drink too. I was gonna drink some vodka, which used to make me violent, but now that I don't smoke weed, it doesn't. I don't know. How's that work? I'll just have a protein drink. How about that? I'll try to stay healthy. Listen, dude, this basement doesn't have an AC or anything. It is freaking hot down here. I'm not really sure I can survive down here. I should have brought a fan. The dehumidifier is not really running right now. I mean, it's just nothing is working. Nothing works here. I've been here 7 years. Nothing works here. I wonder if there's someone else's show I can get a jump on right now. Perhaps. Is Penny and the Big Dork still going? Oh, it's just the Big Dork? Wait, does he have other people on his show? Does he have the Werewolf of Sicily and whoever on his show? I don't know. I wonder what all these people, intermingling so much. It's incestuous. It really is. It's disgusting. Especially when Werewolf of Sicily is involved. Just kidding. I mean, watch out for the chicken guts. That's all I gotta say. I'm not saying he's chicken. It's just he's a werewolf anyway. Welcome to the Complaint Lodge. You probably have some complaints about me. One thing I have a complaint about, and I'm not even sure I can show this right now. Oh yeah, because when I click on, see, here we go. You know what? If I could zoom this in and then show you what I'm talking about. It's and I don't want to pick on people. I really don't. But this whole AI thing with people making themselves look a certain way in the AI. I mean, look, the AI picture of myself that I put for the thumbnail of this show looks pretty accurate. I mean, it might be slightly cooler looking than me, dresses better than me, definitely. So I guess that's one part of it that that's not really real. But some people really go far in their oh wait, here we go. They go really far in their in how they're doing their AIs. And I want to show this one. Let's see. Um it's like someone makes it's someone may make the AI picture for them, and that's fine and all. But when it's not very close to reality, it makes me feel like it makes me just feel kind of sad that that someone would kind of do this to themselves. And here's what I mean. Okay, let's do it like this. Yeah, transition this. Can I do this? Can I hello there? Hello. Oh, I see why. I see why this isn't working. I gotta take this freaking thing down. Okay, so here we go. There's Juggalette Jen. There's a thumbnail of her. You see it right above me, right there. You see that? That up there. Okay. And then you go like this. And that's what she looks like. Does that look like that? Does that look like that? No. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. And that's kind of the problem with some of these things where if you're going to do an AI thing, why wouldn't you want it to look like you? I mean, I get it. There's an ideal, there's maybe a way you want to look, but that doesn't mean that you have to. Okay, what's this? See, what's this? I'm wondering what's the big dork doing? What's he
Heard what
doing?
he said about Penny, so
Whoa.
I don't know if it's been malicious. Like, I've never detected malice from anything he said towards me.
Okay, but also not liking, also like legitimately not thinking that some people should be a thing. You know, like the one clip.
Oh yes, I haven't watched the gatekeeping hour.
Yeah, the one drop I have of him here. Where is it here?
Who's you talking
Penny
about?
the Big
Chad?
Dog shouldn't be a thing.
Penny the
Oh.
Big Dog shouldn't be a thing. You know,
There you go.
that kind of thing. What are your thoughts, boss?
I don't know him well enough to like pick a side, if you will, whether he's being serious at some points or not. Can he be an asshole? Absolutely. But again, that's probably his puzzle piece that he fit into. Um,
Oh,
and
absolutely, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, but I can't. I haven't seen him I see him chat all the time, but that's hard to read between the lines. I haven't seen him speak enough on a show to kind of pick a decision whether I
Well,
think there's any
Rochi
real
was a
malice behind it.
frequent
Yeah.
guest on
He's-
co-host.
If there isn't,
On
he's doing
BYB
a
for a
very
while,
good job
so
of
there you go.
of putting that across. Because once again,
But he did end up leaving BYB after Quad Bother had that gun thing with Mersh. Oh, we were talking about Mersh before. See, where Chad Zumach was outside of Mersh's house, and then Quad Fodder decides to call the police and say that Chad's got a gun. Chad's got a gun. He's got a gun outside of this guy's house, and he's gonna shoot him. I mean, how stupid can you be? The dude is he's just a dangerous person. He's a danger to himself, really, and he's a danger to everyone else. That's what I think. And it's like, should he even be on the internet? Because if you're going to pull things like that, like Quad does, and you make such terrible decisions in life, like you jump out of a tree and you freaking break your neck. Some comedian goes to someone's house for a goof, and you call the police and say that they both have guns and they talk about killing each other. Like, Your internet should be taken away. It's not jokes anymore. It's not just having fun. It's wanting to get people fucking killed. It's wanting to get people offed by the police. You know, there's causing a little bit of trouble in people's lives, and then there's fucking sending snipers after them. You know, that's almost akin to swatting somebody, really. I mean, nothing happened that time. But what if that local police had an incident a week before, and they were all revved up and going, yeah, well, we had another streamer who shot somebody else, so we got to get out there. These streamers are a problem. And then Chad Zumach be dead. And then there's another person dead because of you, Derek. I'm not saying Ski Mask is dead because of you, but, you know, when you exploit someone's drunkenness like you did Ski Mask and Bobby P, you might be a little to blame, perhaps. I don't know. That's just me. Happy Mother's Day. All right. Although I got a thing with Darren here. Big dork. He's he gets his wife involved in all this stuff, and just it's funny. Right before the day before she went on Kevin Brennan's show, I was talking about I was on a live and I said, man, what's happening with her, because she had been on Hughesy's show the day before with Pat Dixon, and they're kind of like Rochi was on there just like they were talking about him, and they were almost treating her like people treat Joey C. They're turning her into a Joey C like character in the Dabbleverse. And, you know, she does her reactions and she does certain things that are kind of like Joey C. I mean, they're almost in the same age group, I believe. And she had a little bit of a falling out or, a yell match with Joey C as well. It's just, is Darren trying to, like, put a wedge between himself and Penny, perhaps? Maybe he's just tired of her, and he's like, hey, yeah, get involved in all this stuff, and then you go crazy, and then I'll have a reason to leave you. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but if it is, man, what a plan. What a plan.
And we've said it 100 times on our show. We met him in Vegas. He was a sweetheart. You know, he shook our hands, gave us a hug. You know, or Penny gave him a hug anyway. I'm sure he didn't want to give her a hug, but he was amenable to it. And he was loving the fact that he was at Hackamania. It was one of the, unfortunately, without Eckel, whether or not he'll ever be able to go to another event or not is to be seen. But he loved it. You know, he's not gonna be able to tell me ever that he was just fucking around or being disingenuous, because we could tell he does like we all did. Most of us did.
I mean, well, that's the thing that, I mean, again, I never.
These guys, I get it. You know, Werewolf of Sicily and the Final Boss, both names in the Dabbleverse, but look at their setups. Little laptop cameras in a room that's just poorly lighted. Where's the passion? I mean, I guess not everyone's a whiz at these sorts of things, but you try a little bit, perhaps. And I'm not making, hey, they have good candor. I'll say that, a good conversationalist, but put a little effort in.
Never met him, but if you're telling that that's the story, like that's real life Rochi when he's not actively playing in the character on a show.
Yeah,
maybe he just is always on that throttle to 11.
I've talked to him. I've talked to him behind the scenes, and he's like Darren described. He's nice.
This
and,
one goes
I mentioned
to
that
11.
he derailed the show one time, and then
we're all like this in the chat rooms, aren't we? Aren't we all just trying to hit hard in the chat rooms, and then when you get on a show, That's the difference. Some people can hit hard in a chat room and hit hard on a show, But again, Orochi too, just in a room that's like natural or whatever, regular lighting, nothing on the wall behind him. It looks boring. Like, and I'm not saying that, yeah, you get some stuff behind you that doesn't make you have a personality. I get that. But it helps. It helps the show. It helps to make yourself feel like you're actually a performer. And maybe Rochi will be the first one to tell you that he isn't a performer and he doesn't belong on shows. So, I mean, but then why do you keep doing it? With like what? It's a weird contradiction to have. I don't know.
And the following show,
Bunch of
he didn't do that.
crazies. Bunch of crazy people.
I mean, he was just. I mentioned it was my personal drama that he was delving into. It was my public personal drama, so it was like it was up for grabs.
Oh, is there a comment?
So anyway, the point is,
Hey, what's
I
up,
think
Metal
I
Gear
think he is a nice
Solid?
guy.
How
I
you
think he's just,
doing? Yeah, I'm
busted balls in
I
the dab.
finally got.
Because
Oh,
that's
hold
what
on.
it's a toxic community. As
Yeah.
some.
I finally got the studio all hooked back up. It was in shambles. The plugs were all over the place. I didn't even have the microphone wasn't hooked up. Like the computer wasn't even here. It's like it was terrible. I mean, yeah, if you look, I've been on for over an hour, but seriously, like a half an hour of that, 20 minutes was like me trying to set this all up. And I'm not even sure my microphone was working. I think it hooked up to a different microphone. And then I was just like talking to the ether. I'm not even sure anymore what the hell was going on. But I played some music and I don't know, whatever. But I don't know what I'm doing today. Maybe I'll open up some packages. I got some packages from Tommy McNulty. Okay. So what's up, Luke? Hey, doing good. Morning Rangoon on hiatus. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's really gonna come back. Honestly, because Charles kind of didn't want to. Oh, Charles didn't really want to do it anymore, I guess, and or he needed to take a break, and then something happened with Oh yeah, I like this one. Something happened with Jim, I mean, he's going through some stuff, so he was kind of like, yeah, I don't want to do it or can't do it for a while, which kind of lined up with with me having some problems too. I guess me working again and trying to do a show and then like being tired. I mean, is it the show is it me waking up in the morning early and doing a show that's making me tired, or is it working out in the heat that's making me tired? Wait, a new transition of like me working 40 hours a week when I haven't been for a long time. Is that what's making me tired? Perhaps I just need a little bit of time to get used to it. I don't know. Maybe, perhaps. But luckily, I didn't tell my wife that Jim and Charles had dropped out, and then after we went a whole week, Monday on Friday, later on Friday when I got home from work, she was like, "So, are you doing a show anymore?" And I was like, "Not really, no." Oh, why? Because of me. Because of me. Did you blame me? She said because of me, and which means, oh, you just went around and blaming me and telling everyone I'm a bitch, and like, no, I just said it wasn't working out. Eh. Well, I was told it wasn't working out. I don't know. Uh, you know, Omitting the truth, is that lying? So, it kind of looks like to her that I quit, or I told them it wasn't working out. So hey, whatever. Sometimes things just line up that way, right? Patterns happen, in waves of energy happen at the same time sometimes. So whatever. But I'm gonna try to do a show every once in a while here. I'm like looking. I'm like, man, I could probably set up another camera looking downwards. I might do some like Lego builds. I have some cool Legos that I got for my birthday. I won't tell you what they are, but I do have, and like I said, I got some packages from Tommy McNulty that I might open. Oh, that's too bad. They were getting good with ripping on Rob, Saul, and Shuli. Yeah, yeah, I know. It was we were having fun there ripping on Rob, Saul, and Shuli. I mean, it's not that hard with those kinds of people. Um, hey, Rob, how you doing over there? You liking your what's happening with you and Neil, huh? Is that not working out so good anymore, buddy? Is that what happened with them? Do you know Metal Gear? Are they doing a show anymore? Is Rob even doing a show? Is he working so much he can't do a show? Like that was never an excuse before. And when he was drunk all the time, he would like always be doing a show after work. So what? He can't do it now. Now that he doesn't have a co-host, he can't do it. I don't know. Oh, another one. What are you saying here? You guys were highlighted on Shuli's Anonymous too. I think you had momentum. Yeah, I feel like we did have momentum too. The only problem is it's like the whole drama farming thing. It's like, it kind of hurts the heart. It hurts the heart to be an artiste and have to drama farm. I mean, I get it. A little bit of it, that's fine. Although we were doing it in a fun way, making our little drone videos and things. It was a fun way to do it. Here, uh, I can't let Rob be bigger than me, but I still want to stay down here. There we go. So yeah, it's just a weird thing. I guess it's what people want, right? They want this drama. They want the Jerry Springer ways of things, and I guess it's okay to bring that. Oh yeah, I don't watch Rob Saul. I don't support anyone that supports. I don't support anyone that supports Shuli. Yeah, yeah, it seems like a bad idea. I mean, and what's going on with Shuli now? He's turning into. Is he turning into a lolcow? He's turning into John. Like that's the problem sometimes. It's like if you're watching someone or you've got a certain thing, if you're easily influenced, which I kind of seems like Shuli is. When he has Anthony around, he starts talking like Anthony, right? And he's been watching John so long now that he's turning into John, right? And it's one of those things that happens to a lot of actors, I think. It's like in order to get along with people, sometimes you have to get on their wavelength, right? And I've been known to do that as well, but I also push back against it because I noticed that when I was younger and I was really into acting. And then at one point I was like, wait a minute, who am I? What am I? Look at me and tell me who I am, why I am, what I am. Phantom of the Opera. What's up? For sure, I only knew of Shuli because of Shuli's Anonymous. The drama brings in views. I'm surprised no one covers Shuli like WATP did Stut Joe. Yeah. Well, I was kind of starting to think that's something that could happen. But you have to watch the stuff. You have to mine through it and really find the pieces that are worth making fun of, which is kind of the problem with that sort of thing because I mean, number one, I guess I could watch some of his stuff while I'm at work and try to mine through it a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm not even signed in to my YouTube. Oh, see, there was something that I was watching earlier. It was let's see. It actually kind of ties in with um ties in with like America. Oh wait, here we go. Oh yeah, I'm not on YouTube anymore on that page. Hello, YouTubey. I was watching. I stumbled across something, and I thought it was interesting to see. I was talking about actors just a second ago. A couple of actors talking about like the First Amendment and things like that. Oh yeah, Shirley's show is so damn awful. It is, and it has been for quite some time. Now, I'll say this: they were for a little while. They did a morning show. Um, I can't remember the name of it. Not the morning show they do now, but it was a different one, and it wasn't bad. But I think also Bob was on the show. And Bob Levy was with them, and they weren't just talking about Stuttering John and Karmic and Ray DeVito and these self-farmed locals that they have around. They were talking about, they were watching TikTok videos. They were doing, they were starting to do some interesting stuff, and then it sort of went back to just John and crap like that. And I was a fan of TSN for a little bit, but once the ISO thing happened, a lot of people jumped ship. They were like, "No way." The guys at Shuli's Anonymous have some fortitude. Yes. Yes, like I said, it's hard for me to really like lock in with stuff like that. It's a pain. And I guess if there's a potentiality of making money, well, that's the thing. Is it enough money to suffer through? That's the thing with me. If I'm not making enough money to like, oh yeah, I guess I am signed in. Oh, look at that. If I'm not making enough money to like to make me not want to throw up, then I guess it's got to be a lot of money for that. You know what I mean? For in order for me to not want to just like um hang myself in Tetris. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. Here it is. What is it? Okay, it was Jamie Kennedy's show. So Jamie Kennedy
This
has
thing's
this
going to be more
podcast,
than people can handle.
and he was talking to. Let's see. He was talking to none other than Corey Feldman. Let's see. Oh wait, it started. What's this? What are you saying? It started as a WATP fan, but when Carl showed his face, it just went downhill. Oh, so you were you liked listening to the audio, but yeah, once the visual came around, yeah, man, big dork face. Hey, oh, I'm gonna pause it and say something, and then bowl over everyone else when they're trying to say something. What was that? What are you trying to say? You trying to say something funny? Huh? I was gonna say the funny thing. Huh? I was gonna say a punchline and then another and then tag it, because that's what you do, right? But the punchline has to be funny, Carl. Like, so, these and when you come up with a punchline or a line beforehand, you got to deliver it nice later on. It's 80% delivery most of the time. You could say kind of a dumb, hacky thing as long as the delivery is good. Carl's a dork with a crazy ego. Yeah. Well, he did. I mean, he took the model of it's interesting. He's like a marketing mathematician, I guess you'd say, who can take the formula of something and apply other things to it. And hey, I guess in some ways, if it works, it works. But if you're not diversifying yourself there, Carl, people are going to get bored with what you're doing and saying. They just are. And they are now. Can you realize this? I mean, this is one of those genres where you may get new fans coming in every once in a while, but really, with the people you're sticking with making fun of, it's usually people in the O&A circle or the Howard Stern circle that are going to care about these people, and that's it. You need. I mean, I'm not saying you need to start branching out and finding other locales from other places. I mean, maybe you do, but then again, it's like you're gonna fracture your audience even more than you have. Let's see, Metal Gear. Yes, WATP used to be audio only. That was when I just started watching. I think they were ripping on Angry Video Game Nerd. Then they did the review of John's book. It was great. Yeah, and for a little while it was great when it was new and fresh, but after a while when it's like, oh, and look, I think he has a stuffy nose. Ah! Ah! It's like, okay, all right, jumped the shark a long time ago. You jumped the mud shark. Ah, but okay. Let's see. I don't know if anyone else wants to watch this. I mean, again, I think it's just you, Metal Gear. But I was looking at this earlier. Let's see. We'll take this off. Oh, there he is. There's the dude. It looks like he's good pause, huh? Oh no, did this thing die? Hello. Oh, there it goes. So these two, Corey Feldman and what's his name? I forgot his name. Oh yeah, my mouse went out. What the? I can't. Hello? Stay alive, mouse. Just for a little bit longer. Let me just shrink this. It's not. Oh, here we go. Let me shrink this. Okay. Okay. There we are. All right. So exile from late night. 2010 Academy Awards. Where does he talk about Corey Haim's final promise, gaslighting, paid opposition? Where did he talk about the shadows of Junon? Okay, it's probably a little further back. Is it around here?
Also on a CBS show that was I remember seeing you on
Jesse show in '92. This kid made what, 5 or 6 #1 films.
Let's talk about Corey Haim, but Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, this is probably the spot.
I wouldn't be supporting him on that basis because there is no loyalty because he wasn't loyal to me. That's what I'm saying.
So what happened?
Nothing. I did his pilot episode. It went great. And he said, if you know.
So Corey Haim apparently did the pilot episode. They're talking about censorship and Jimmy Kimmel getting fired, or, the whole thing that happened with him and how Trump didn't like him. So that's why he got fired. But Corey is asked like what he thinks about this thing, but he reveals that, Jamie Kennedy asked him, hey, what do you think about this? And Corey reveals that he was actually on the pilot episode of the Jimmy Kimmel Show. And because someone else dropped out, they asked him to do it. And he was like, okay. And they said, well, if you do this, then we'll have you on the show, like when it's actually airing. And they never did. Blind Molly. Okay, Corey Feldman. Blind Molly was doing a review of his talk show. Oh, Corey had a talk show. Oh boy, and it's interesting because he says during this interview that, I didn't do any of the talk shows. I mean, I did. I've never been invited. I wasn't invited to Colbert because he's saying with Jimmy Kimmel, he was actually on Dancing with the Stars, Corey Feldman, and he didn't get to go on Jimmy Kimmel to promote it. He didn't go on Colbert. He never went on the Tonight Show. He never went on the Johnny Carson Tonight Show, or the Jimmy Fallon one. But he does mention that he went on a show with what's her name. Oh well, actually, let's play it. Let's see if he says it. What does he say?
He was in a crunch. They were trying to figure out, like, they had to have like 3 people booked for their pilot show, and one of them dropped out. And so they called me at the last minute and said, would you please do us a favor? Please do us a favor. And I said, what is it? They said, he's a new comedian, the Jim He's from the Man Show, blah, blah, blah. He'd love to have you on.
And I said, but this is only for a pilot. Is it even going to air? And they said, probably not. But don't worry. If the show gets picked up, he'll have you back. Do you know how many times I've done the Jimmy Kimmel show?
I'm guessing goose egg.
Yes, you're correct.
Never?
Never once. So I wouldn't be the best person to defend him. Certainly not coming from a personal standpoint. That said, do I agree with censoring anybody? No. I think that freedom of speech is freedom of speech. I think the First Amendment is the First Amendment, and I think that we should all have the right to say and do what we want.
See, okay, he says that right there. The First Amendment is the First Amendment. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech, and we should all be able to do what we want to do. But, like, you know, again, everything before the but is usually nonsense, right? So
outside of violent threats. I think when you get into violent threats, I think when you get into bullying and targeted harassment, that is no longer free speech.
wait a minute. Okay. So threats and bullying? So I can see violent threats. Hey, I'm gonna whatever you. Okay, but bullying? Just saying you don't like somebody, is that shouldn't be covered under that's not freedom of speech?
Speech. That is what it is. It's bullying and targeted harassment. So I think that we have to come up with, you know, when these laws were created, they were created at a
Here we go. Political philosopher Corey Feldman is going to let us know what the intention of the forefathers is. Happy 250 years, everyone.
time that there was no social media. So it was real easy to say, well, freedom of speech is freedom of speech, because people could go out there and stand on the street corner and they could yell all they want. And that's what they were talking about, by the way. They were talking about standing out on a corner with your fist up and screaming into the air, or writing something in your local newspaper and putting it out for everybody to see and saying, this is my opinion.
Okay, so a local newspaper, yes, may not have the reach of social media, but isn't that the same thing? Freedom of press, freedom of opinion, freedom of speech. I mean, and here we are on the precipice of 250 years of this country, this great nation. And here are two actors just mopping the floor with one of the main treaties of the whole thing.
Those were the things they were talking about. They didn't expect that every single 5 seconds and everything that happened, we were going to be writing it on social media. And they also didn't expect that there was going to be people out there that would purposely create lies and misinformation to spread about everybody to make themselves feel good. Or
is it possible that some people spread misinformation and lies about the forefathers, or that maybe they were talked about in a negative manner by people in England? No. No, there was no publications, no books that ever said anything. Oh, what about a book? I mean, sure, it takes a little while for the book to come out, but eventually people read it. So should that not be freedom of speech either? It should just be people standing on the corner, shaking their fists, saying things. And only the people within earshot. That's freedom of speech, right, Corey?
feel cool or get points or get views or whatever it is. So now that we have that context, that there's people out there that are willing to just completely trash and destroy people they don't even know, you would think maybe we might need to put a cap on that. How do you put a cap on it? That's the question.
Dude, are you on Adderall?
No.
Because that was such an amazing explanation, and you broke that down so eloquently.
Thank
like
you.
how
You have to be on Adderall
no
to speak that
no, because
clearly?
because Corey, you got a lot going on, and to be that crystal clear and focused is amazing. That was amazing.
Is Jamie Kennedy trolling him here? I'm not sure. This is the second time I've watched this now. I didn't watch this whole thing, but I don't know. It just popped on. I saw it, and I found this little section of, like, freedom of speech talk by Corey Feldman, and I find it very interesting. And then I'm like, is Jamie with him, or was that facetious? Was that I'm not sure, because Jamie's hard to read. Because he is I don't know. Is he smart enough to be that facetious with him? Although at one point too, they talk about when Corey's documentary came out, and I guess Jamie Kennedy was there at the theater that it aired at, and then he said something about, oh yeah, my publicist, the publicist that we share, said, hey, you should come and watch this. So they have that connection of publicists. You see, they're connected in the industry together. So would Jamie Kennedy troll Corey Feldman, or do it in a subtle way that Corey isn't picking up on it? I'm not sure. I mean, like Corey would pick up on much, but because earlier in this episode, they're talking about how the last time Corey was on Jamie's show, Corey said a whole bunch of things and said, hey, let me review the show before you put it out there, because I want to make sure that I didn't say anything that was too crazy. And Jamie just put the show out. And I guess it went kind of viral or whatever. A lot of people watched it. He probably had more views than he's had in a while. And then I guess Corey ended up calling Jamie and saying, oh, you got to take it down, man. And probably even said, if you don't take it down, then my legal team's going to have to draw something up. And so that's why I'm thinking maybe Jamie is sort of messing with Corey here. I'm not sure. Let's see how much this.
Thank you.
Like, because I know you just drove all the way over the hill to come here. It's the middle of the day.
So much
Dude.
work. So much work.
No, it is. You got a lot going on, but that's crazy, dude. It's so true. It's the same as like the right to bear arms, which we do, but they were muskets. Everything's got to be updated.
Exactly.
And so you're so right. Social media, you just said something that's going to stick so in my head when you said not 5 minutes, every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, people are saying something, and you can see it. That's the thing. So if you did something in the 1700s in Encino, it wouldn't even get to Sherman Oaks for a week. Right?
Correct.
And it's like, but now you can go in Encino and you're going to hear about you in Zimbabwe in 1 second.
Right.
And you're going to be able to see it.
Right.
And that's just hard on the brain.
And not only that, but
hard on the brain. Hard on soft brains. That's what I say. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, maybe Jamie Kennedy does agree with Corey in this. Kind of sad.
the fact that people can have the freedom and liberty to twist the narrative and make it whatever the hell they want and get everybody to buy in on it. And you're like, wait a minute, you've got all these people parading around on a lie and enjoying it, you know? And what does that do to the person who's innocent?
Exactly. Well, we're going to get to that, but I want to go back to this. So you did the test pilot basically for Jimmy Kimmel's show. Who else was on it with you?
I don't remember.
And you never got
I saw
invited
the
back.
tape. I could probably watch it.
Wow.
Figure it out.
And you never
I have
got
the video proof. I have the proof. I've got receipts.
I've got receipts. Old guy.
Wow. And you never ever got.
No, not only that, but my publicist definitely called when we would have projects going like, hey, remember that favor you owed us? Remember? You know,
And what's crazy is
nothing.
that you've had many television shows since he was on.
Oh, yeah.
You were the lead. I can think of CBS show. I forget what that show was called.
Dweebs?
That was one, but there was another one you
I
played.
think Dweebs was before he was on.
I mean, that's the perfect description for people like this. Dweebs. Right?
In fairness. But that's
no, you had another show that
listen.
was like it was Sharks or it was something on CBS.
Sharks, not Sharks. Well, let's see. I was on Dancing with the Stars. So I
Yeah.
definitely could have been on for that.
Yeah,
I
100%.
mean, that was an ABC show, by the way,
100%.
so there was no reason I couldn't have been on for that. But let's see, what other shows? I mean, God, I've done a million things in the last 15 years.
Just
I mean, I don't know.
a million things, but I'm also
could have
thinking
been on for My Truth.
He's done a million things. Can you believe it? Hyperbolic. That's a lie. Hey, wait a minute. He's rallying again. He's rallying on a lie. Million things. Oh, wait. Jokes are lies? Hyperbolic talking isn't always truthful? Freedom of speech.
Documentary could have been on
100%.
for the release of my book, could have been on for the
100%.
release of any of my albums, could have been on for my top 40 hit. Could have, I
Yes.
mean, my band could have performed. There's
Top
a
40
million
hit?
reasons
Where
and
was
ways
that?
that I could have been on.
1,000%.
What
But
the
you were
f-
also on a CBS
What? Top 40 hit? I gotta wait. Hold on. I'm gonna look that up.
show that was I remember seeing you on every billboard on the show, and I want to say it was 2008 because I think you were on right before I did Ghost Whisperer, and the fact that you remember is funny.
I don't know
Um,
which one you're talking about.
I'll have to let me look at
Was
it.
it reality or
No, it was a
non-reality?
drama. You were on a drama,
Oh no.
and so anyway,
Yeah.
that's just crazy. So you've never been on it,
No.
which is crazy.
No.
So
And none of them. I never got on Stephen Colbert. I never got on the Tonight Show with the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
did you ever do Letterman?
Never did Letterman. Never did Johnny Carson.
You never did. Really?
I've been completely exiled from all late night talk shows.
Do you think it has to do with your speaking out?
Absolutely. Well, okay, let's go down the other path. Do you think it doesn't have to do with me speaking out?
No, but I'm trying to think when you started speaking out.
I started speaking out technically.
Let's take you from License to Drive.
Okay, technically 1990.
Before License to Drive, or right
No,
around
after
License.
License to Drive.
Okay.
After License to Drive, after Dream a Little Dream, after The Burbs, 1990, I had gotten arrested.
I mean, okay, and I will say those I loved all three of those movies. This I have a this is the thing about Corey Feldman. It's like he was in some good stuff, man. Goonies, Gremlins, what Fright Night was that it? I mean, he did some good work as a kid. Even I love License to Drive. What a fun movie. Dream a Little Dream was weird, but and Burbs was awesome. He wasn't in it much. He was, he sat on the porch and then he was in a couple of the scenes. Okay. He was fourth build. Maybe fifth. But maybe sixth. But still good movie, good show. He does mention something else here.
And before I got completely sober, I started doing interviews about like, yeah, I'm a mess, trying to get my life together. That started with Joan Rivers.
Ah, there it is. Joan Rivers. He did the Joan Rivers show. Now, I don't know if you know about the Joan Rivers show, but Johnny Carson was pissed that Joan Rivers started doing a late night show. That started doing a show because she was on his show. She actually filled in for him sometimes when he couldn't do the show. And then she got an offer to do a late night and was basically his competition. And Johnny never forgave her. Never forgave Joan Rivers for that. But Corey Feldman went on Joan Rivers' show. And probably every single person who went on Joan Rivers' show was also exiled from The Tonight Show. I mean, this guy's been in the industry for a really long time. He didn't realize this? I did.
And Joan Rivers says, "How could you be doing drugs? Why are you doing drugs, Corey?" And I'm like, I'm a 17-year-old kid. I don't know. I'm trying to figure my life out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get, like, I was abused my whole life. I don't know. I was given the drugs by a pedophile. I don't know. Am I the bad guy here? So that was the first time I tried to come vocal about it, and I got shut down. And then after that, let's see, I did the Sally Jesse show in '92. I did a lot of Howard Stern episodes.
Yes, you did.
Talking about my abuse.
There's another thing. Howard Stern. Now, I know Stern didn't like some of his guests doing other people's shows. And perhaps Corey's team knew that. Hey, now you're a Stern guy. You can't do the other shows. Stern can go do those shows. You can't do those shows. You're his cash cow or pedo cow. Pedo calf? No, okay. All right. Too far.
But never got into the sexual abuse directly. I would say I was abused sexually, physically, and mentally as a
Mhm.
child, but I would never go into these specific details.
Mhm.
But that said, the real first time that I really went for it, where I said, okay, here's the number one problem in Hollywood, that was
The
the day
View?
after what?
The View?
No,
Mm.
no. ABC News, 2010,
All right. This
the
is a
night after I watched the Academy Award.
Oh yeah, he watched the Academy Awards and they didn't put Corey Haim on there, and he was pissed, and he decided he's going to take down the entire industry. So in a weird way, because he didn't get the recognition that he and his friend thought that he and his friend should get, he decided he's going to destroy the whole industry. That's why he decided to come forward. Apparently, at least that's what he said. That's what he said in there. Yeah. So yeah, Corey, poor Corey. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? He's just a weirdo. Who and you know, I looked it up. He said he had some top one of my top 40 hits. I could have been on on Jimmy Kimmel's show. And apparently he had 3 Billboard top 40 charting singles. Go For It, released in 2016. You Are Free, released in 2020, and Without You, released in 2022. Top 20, top 40 range of the Billboard Adult Contemporary Indicator chart. You Are Free, 2020, part of his soundtrack. This song peaked at number 17 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary Indicator chart. Oh, Go For It. This track featured Snoop Dogg, peaked at number 32 on the Billboard Indicator chart, making his first top 40 hit. Okay. So I guess he had some top 40 hits. I don't know how that's a real top 40 hit, but hey, good for you, Corey. Good for you. You got some art out there. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. So what was that? I was watching a little bit of The Big Dork earlier. No Penny on the show tonight. I wonder why. I guess she's not maybe she's not happy with how she's being portrayed in the Dabbleverse. I mean, you want to play with the big boys, that's just what's gonna happen, honey. You know? It's they're gonna make fun of you. People are gonna come after you. That's just the way it goes, babe. Babe. Oh yeah, and Patrick Melton came back. Wow. The broken back hunchback boy is back. How many times can I say back in one sentence? And he got struck right away by Chadley. Some more stuff. What are you saying? Sounds right. Did he regret? Oh wait. Did I miss a few of these? Yes. Jimmy Kennedy. I was thinking that was Seth Green. LOL. Hey Corey. You want to smoke some weed? Sounds right. Didn't he regret doing Howard Stern? Probably, because he said so much, and Howard's not going to take the show down, and they're not, because Corey's one of those diarrhea of the mouth kind of guys where he doesn't have a lot to say, but he thinks he does. So then when he runs out of things, he starts kind of just not making it up, but just maybe saying more than he intended, which is why one of the last Jamie Kennedy show that he did had to get taken down. Jamie got him talking, and he said a little too much that his legal team wasn't happy with, and literally called Jamie Kennedy in the middle of the night and said, you got to take that down, man. You got to do it. He sent Penny to feud with Chad, right? Oh, is that what's going on? Yeah. Is that what it is? He's got his own built-in bulldog, huh? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I did this. I kind of did the same thing with Joey C for a little while. You know, I let's just say I would find information on certain people, then feed it to Joey, and it would get out there, and he would take the heat for it. But you know, he also got the recognition, so that's what happens. Patrick Melton is absolute cancer. He's got cancer of the face. Oh, um, I mean, Melton's done. He's done some things that I thought were funny. I have watched him. It's weird. He's sort of like, in a way, it's almost like it's like CNN. You know, I might not be a fan of anyone on CNN, but sometimes I do watch it just to see what the hell's going on. You know, and that with Melton, that's what I do. Although when he first came around at the Dabbleverse, I did pay for the subscription or whatever. I joined the Onion whatever, and for $1.99, and I paid for it for a while. Then I stopped, and every once in a while, I get like, I'll see that I got a membership. You know, I've been in there enough. He does have. It's one of those things where there's a lot of people in that chat, and you can see a lot of information in there too, if that's what you're into. I mean, that's the thing. I guess in some ways I do like the drama too. I do like some of the gossip, but really, when I'm in these chats, I just want to make jokes. I just want to fucking slam people and make jokes. That's all. I don't really want to like get involved with the drama. It seems like there's a lot of people who do. They just want to be a part of it. They, for some reason, they want to, you know, their life isn't tragic enough. Oh, hey, another part of the. Oh wait, you know what? There's another picture I had. Yeah, I like this one. This one's really nice. I like this one. In the complaint lodge. So I guess you have a complaint there, Metal Gear, about Patrick Melton, that he is a cancer. And see, the thing is, a lot of people, a lot of not so good people were inspired by Patrick. So, yes, I can see how him doing what he did spread to a lot of other people who thought, "Ooh, I can do the same thing. I could be like Patrick, and I could make fun of people." But a lot of them don't have the chops to be able to do it in a fun manner, and even sometimes Melton doesn't. Sometimes Melton, when he gets like mad at somebody and he starts really going off, it gets a little personal. It gets a little too hitting below the belt, you know. I mean, just because your belly hangs way over your belt doesn't mean you need to hit everyone else below the belt. Anyway, what the hell else is going on? I mean, I thought I had wait, am I signed into my X? Is that, how about that? Let me check that out. I thought I had some stuff there. And again, you know what, man? I'm gonna have to end pretty soon. It is so hot down here. Actually, I was sweating so bad at work today. It was insane how sopping wet I was. I am gonna have to actually take a shower soon. What's this?
Loser! You're a
Oh. I guess this is what Metal Gear has to say to Melton.
loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick, you big baby!
Well, thank you, Hank. Jeez. Makes you sick. Makes you sick, you big baby. What, having Steel Toe's daughter talk dirty wasn't? Yeah, that's where things start getting a little too far, you know. And I mean, yeah. I can't remember exactly what Melton said, because again, it's like one of those things where, and in the beginning I was paying attention, and then I kind of wasn't, and then a couple other things happened, and I was paying attention a little more, and Man, the stuff that I listen to when I'm bored, it's kind of nasty sometimes. But and then it's like if people started talking about Melton, knew more about Melton's family, and started talking about his family, would he like it? I mean, I get it. Like maybe he doesn't care, you know. And really, if you're gonna be in this space, you kind of can't care. You have to have that mindset of like, you can say whatever the fuck you want about my family, about me, about whatever. I don't give a shit. It's not gonna bother me. The only problem with that is that's the way I am. And what ended up happening with me was people actually started fucking with my life because they couldn't make me sad about the things they said because I don't give a shit about what people say. Because most people are idiots anyway, and most of the things they say are stupid, and I already know that. And like when they try to make fun of me, they'd go, "Oh, you're Asian eyes, and you have uh, what is it? Fetal alcohol syndrome face." I mean, it's not even funny. It's not even like, come up with some clever shit. Like what why can't you? I think, why is it still saying there's another comment? Did I miss one? Oh wait, this summer has been crazy hot, but it feels like every summer has been. Yeah, well, actually, I just saw a thing where people are claiming that they feel like, all right, so the Large Hadron Collider in Geneva, right, or wherever. No, where is it? Is it in Sweden, Switzerland, whatever the fuck, Sweden. I can't remember. But they say, well, they shut it down recently, and I'm into that kind of stuff a little bit. Again, I touch on the little things here and there. Some scientist, I guess, is saying that they feel like they saw something, an entity or something, through a portal, so they shut it down, or they're making repairs now, whatever the excuse is why they had to shut it down. But now people are claiming that, oh, it seems like the days aren't rushing by like they were. Maybe when they were running the thing, they were speeding time up, and time felt like it was running out, and it was changing the fabric of space-time somehow, and da 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 da. It's just hot summer days, guys. When it's hot, it feels like the day lasts longer because you're like literally, like, you can feel the sweat coming out of you. When you're not sweating profusely and you're not like dying because of every breath, it's hard. Oh, it's hard to breathe in this hot, humid air. It feels like things are taking longer, and the sun's out more. The days are technically longer. Is that, oh, I'm getting better sleep and I'm getting the, well, maybe because you're getting enough sunlight now. Do you ever think of that? The fact that you're staring at your screen all day and you're inside of a building all day, and now you actually get like a little bit more sunlight, which actually activates the production of melatonin and all this other stuff in your brain. Maybe it has something more to do with that. Not you got to blame everything, right? Oh, the LLC, large LHC, no, the collider's done. So now things are back to normal. It's Bernstein or Bernstein instead of Bernstein. It's Epstein. It's Epstein. It's Nelson Mandela did die, or did he die in? I think he died in prison. No, he didn't. I remember being like, no, don't you remember? He got out of prison. There was like a big thing. Yeah, oh no, I remember. No. Okay, whatever. Yeah, just like people who are on the stand for a trial always remember everything correctly, right? And that's like a traumatic experience that happened right in front of them, and they don't remember it half the time very well. But you remember all the things that happened with Nelson Mandela, the guy whose like name you heard 4 times in your life. Anyway. I have no, see, that's one of my complaints, where people just like, I mean, okay, the Fruit of the Loom thing, maybe Fruit of the Loom was embarrassed by their old commercials and they didn't want it to. Maybe, I don't know. I guess it's possible that two timelines merged somehow, but it's very unlikely. Just like Sherlock Holmes says. When every, when every, what, I don't even remember the quote, but once you've eliminated everything that didn't happen, whatever, even though may seem impossible, might have what happened. So maybe, you know what? Maybe Sherlock Holmes would believe that timelines merged because of the opening of portals and tiny black holes because of the collider. I don't know. I've been saying that they opened up a couple of black holes that merged together and formed, and ever since 2012 or so, we're being sucked into a black hole. It's just because of time dilation and it pulling the fabric, we can't tell. We can't even see them yet. It's going to take another 40, 80 years for us to even realize, like, oh, wait a minute, we're falling into this black hole. But, perception's 9/10 of the law. The laws of nature, I guess. Oh, man, yeah. But, yeah. Literally, today has been the hottest day. I've sweat. So I gotta weigh myself because I did gain a couple pounds back over the past couple of weeks, but I feel like maybe they all sweat off today. Although I weighed myself with clothes on, so maybe it's just the jeans I was wearing, jean shorts. They can be a little heavy, but I'll see how much I weigh because I do have to take a shower tonight. Like I said, I sweat so much today. Oh, I was melting. I mean, my little towel I bring to work was just soaked early on. It's like, whatever. At least it's taking a little bit off. And then towards the end of work, I decided to go into the air conditioned area for a little while. And then I started falling asleep. I was literally dozing off. And then I went, there was probably 40 minutes left to work. And I realized, oh shit, I was given some paperwork and I said I was going to work on a little bit of that. So I jump out into the freaking warehouse and I start building a pallet, putting stuff on it. And I went, because I had cooled down a little bit, I was going just as fast as I normally would on a normal day. Where today it seemed like every hour that passed, I was moving a little bit slower, a little bit, just, oh God. But just that little respite made it so I felt, oh, I feel great now. And I started doing it, boom, 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 boom. Moved like, what, 30-something bags, 50-pound bags pretty quickly. And then put some other stuff on the pallet, wrapped it up pretty quickly. And then I was like, oh, but I did stack another 20 or 30 bags on another pallet too, right after that. So, because I was like, oh shit, yeah, they're going to know. Although I did get a few customers. And then, oh man, freaking somebody came in and they were getting these window sash things. And they were inside of that air conditioned area. So I was like, ooh, I get to go in there for a minute or two to grab these things. We both grab the first two. He grabs one, I grab one. We go back in, grab the third and fourth. There's one more. We go back in, the door's locked. Like, I didn't lock it. It's just this lock is tricky sometimes. Boom, boom, boom. Trying to open it up. So I go to the front. Hey, you guys got a key for this? And the assistant manager's like, I have my keys. They're in my truck, but my truck's not here. And hey, he's dealing with a customer, and he's like, okay, well, there's a trick. There's a trick. There's something with the window. I'll show you. And he comes over. He literally takes the screen off of the freaking track, and the window isn't locked. And he just opens up the window, and he's like, oh. So I'm like, I'll climb through. Don't worry. My front door is like that doorknob randomly locks. Yeah, seriously. And this happened just a couple weeks ago to the one of the dispatcher guys that was like working there for the day. He went to do something, give paperwork to somebody, and then turned around and was like, "Did you lock that door?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, the door's locked now. I gotta get out of here later. I'm gonna be smashing the window in." I was like, "Oh shit, dude." And it happened to me too. I'm like, damn it. But now I know the trick with the window. I didn't realize you could just that we leave it unlocked and you could just pull the screen out like that. So whatever. Now I'll be able to do it on my own. But yeah, it's just one of those moments where, hey guy, I'm getting your stuff. And uh-oh. We can't literally there's one more window sash you need and I can't get to it. Hey, Metal, long time no see. It's Nasty Meal. How you doing? The good reason why Nasty Neil has come around because Nasty Meal became a thing, and that's the only good reason. It's the only good thing to come out of Nasty Neil is his parody. What's up? Yeah, I mean this is a place where you guys can converge. I mean, I'm sweating again. I didn't think I had any more moisture in me to sweat out. But here it is. And man, I keep looking over there. Because over there is an area where I cleaned a freaking AC the other day. And it is still nasty over there. All the pine needles and seed casings and probably bug carcassi and whatever is still over there on that part of the workbench. And I'm just like, ew, the floor's got a bunch of shit. I'm like, oh no. I'm going to have to vacuum this, but probably not tonight. Although tomorrow I might do another show, man. It used to be a parody. Then Neil befriended me, so I had to change it. Neil befriended you? Well, you know, he's just one of those that kind of heads people off at the pass, I think. You know, he's like, hey, I'll be nice to you if you're nice to me. No. I don't play that game. If I don't like you, I don't like you. That's just the way it is. Don't like you. There's something seedy about him. Just a little, there's something. You know, those Cape Towny people, they're grifters. They're like lifetime grifters. In order to afford staying on the Cape all year round, you've got to do some crazy shit. And, you know, I've also seen some of his interviews, which are just terrible. Like, it's one of those things of like, dude, did I say this earlier? I think I did. I'm not sure my microphone was working, but there's certain people who do a certain hobby or job, and they do get to that 10,000 hours, and they're still terrible. And like, can you learn things? Can you learn how to get better at something? Do you actually like assess yourself when you're doing something? Has anyone ever assessed you? Has anyone ever given you any sort of like constructive criticism? Or do you just see everything as negative criticism? So you go, no, people are just saying things because they're jealous and I'm not even going to listen to them and I'm never going to change because I'm perfect. Cape people. That's what they think of themselves. Luke, I guarantee you'd be charmed if you actually did a show with Neil. No. I wouldn't because, you know, he's uninformed most of the time. And the things that he says, he's like Captain Obvious. He's a Captain Obvious kind of person. And I just don't like that. You know, like, he reminds me of like a really old person. And he is, I mean, he's 50, 51. I mean, I'm 46. So we're in the same age range. And maybe that's maybe he reminds me of someone that I know that I don't like. This happens to me. When someone reminds me of a person I don't like, I sort of I can kind of see their personality. And he is sort of from the area that I'm from. So, like I've said this on one of my driving lives, on one of my vlogs where, okay, people like Jay and Silent Bob, the freak people, well, the sort of druggy freak people. I always get along with those people. For some reason, I always did. Even before I ever did drugs, before even those kids were doing drugs, I got along with the freak people because I myself am a little freaky. Not in a weird way, just in an intellectual way, where normal like jock people and even the preppies, even the smart preppies, I'm like, you're boring. Get out of here. Now, Nasty Neil to me seems like a guy who pretends to be like he wears the freak hat. He's like, oh, look, he's like a Hot Topic preppy freak who tries to be a freak by the way he dresses and by, and tries to like emulate it. It's like a poser. I get that energy from him, and posers just drive me nuts. He might as well be Tommy Jordan. She looks like see, now you guys are having this conversation. Do you think Sunflower Dragon is actually yeah. I used to make fun of Neil pretty badly, LOL, but then he totally blindsided me with his cordiality. Well, exactly. He has to be like that. He can be cordial, sure. But that's how he gets you, right? I'm going to be nice to people, and then they're just going to like me, and then I'm going to bore the shit out of them. That's how I see it. You don't have to be nice for me to actually like you. But for me, it's like, if you're a good conversationalist and you're funny and you're witty, that's enough. Even if you got a little bit bad of an attitude, hey, you know what? I understand that. I know a lot of people with a bad attitude that are actually good people. But there are people, again, posers. He's cordial, but he's a fake nice person. That's how I see it. What's the next one? Same here, Metal. Oh. Luke, I guarantee you. Oh, yeah, see. I went back a little bit. I missed it. LOL. I think Sunflower Dragon is actually in a relationship with Neil. I thought Sunflower Dragon was Neil, like just an AI version of him. But then they did their show, and I reviewed a little clip of it, and then they stopped doing a show. Now, I don't know if it was because of me. I don't think it was, because I'm a little guy. But, just a little guy in the DV. That's not like my penis or anything. But, but maybe they didn't like being made fun of. But also, the way that she started going off on John during that show, at least with the little clip I saw, Neil, I'll give you some constructive criticism here. If you're going to start a show with somebody, you got to vet the person a little bit and see if they can actually do a show well, or if they're just going to be a freak out person. She seems like a freak out person, and the women in the DV tend to be that way. Luke said she looks like Neil did an AI woman of himself. It's kind of eerie. Yes, it did. It's really strange. She looks like that weird gender converter that was popular for a bit, although she's shown her face. Huh? She was on video or just her picture? Oh, I see. LOL. I did find it odd they started a new John bashing show shortly after John left. That's like starting a show bashing Joe Biden a month after he left office. Exactly. It's like, again, I'm going to do a show with this girl, and we're just going to rehash the same show that other people are doing because I'm a poser who can't come up with good ideas, and I'm going to glom off of what other people do because hey, someone made money with it. He's a grifter. I'm telling you. And maybe I just see it like, I don't let the cordiality and the whole aw shucks nice guy thing like blind me because I've seen it too many times. I've seen too many of these guys be like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna be a nice guy to everyone. But I bet you as soon as that freaking camera shuts off, man, he is a fucking actually nasty. Like that story. It's kind of funny because it's Nasty Neil, but everyone tells me, everyone I know is like, you're not nasty. Why would you name yourself Nasty? Because I'm a poser. Because I want people to think that I'm nasty. I want to be this nasty guy, but I'm not. I'm just cordial Neil. You know, it's not. But again, I bet you he is nasty. He's nasty dumb. That's what I think. Anyway, well, all right. Nasty Meal, whatever your real name is. Metal Gear, solid, metal. Nice, talking to you guys a little bit. Now that I'm all set up, if you rewind in this, it took me a long time to set this back up. Oh, so glad John left. I heard TSN is hurting bad. Yeah. I mean, well, they were already going downhill. I mean, didn't Shuli admit that he bought views, or Carl admitted that he bought views, or one of them said that the other one taught them how to buy views or something? I mean, it's all falling apart for these guys. Metal, as Grindle says, yeah. And again, oh my God, they're on death's door, metal, yeah. But again, they're just like Neil, posers, who are like floundering, trying to figure out, like, this is going to be how I make my money, and what am I going to do? I'm going to try to. They're all following the Howard Stern model, literally taking people from the Howard Stern roster and using them. Even Wendy, the slow adult, right? You know, or like Hack Ride and DJ Electrog with this. Oh, the big unboxing Bigfoot, unboxing Eric the Actor, unboxing Big Black. Should they do Big Black next? Unboxing this. Who's the next one down the line? What are we gonna do? Like, come on, guys. Oh my God. What? Someone shared, someone I know showed me that Hack Ride did this Star Trek show with Vinny Paulino and someone else, some other dude, one of those Carl Heberger adjacent people. And it was just a bunch of random shit about Star Trek, old clips, like clips that you've seen 1,000 times, and now Hack Ride's like, ooh, I've got a place to put the Star Trek clips, blah, blah, blah. And it was, again, hacky, super hacky. And it was like, these are all the same types of people. Poser fucks, man. Biters. Just get out of here, man. Like, go somewhere else. Like, try something different. Go glom off of some other entertainment type, because this YouTube thing ain't for everybody, man. I'm not even saying it's for me, but you know, at least I've got a different perspective on things, and I don't want to do the same exact hacky things that everyone else is doing. Although I did make fun of Corey Haim earlier, but it's only because he was stomping all over the First Amendment, which I really hate, especially when we're celebrating 250 years. Have a happy 4th of July, guys. And anyone else that watches this, have a fun time. Don't drink too much. But then again, if you really want to celebrate, the forefathers drank a lot of beer and wine. Maybe we should have political meetings and drink beer and wine, and we should shoot some Brits or something. There's a lot of them here for the World Cup. Maybe where's the red coats? Let's get them. Just kidding. It's all jokes. It's all parody. It's all just satire on this show. Later. Have a good night or morning now, depending on where you live. And I'm gonna fire this up a couple more times. I'm getting my sea legs back. I'm getting my YouTube legs back. You know, gotta start doing this again. And next time, I will definitely open up these packages. Let's see. I'm not gonna show you. I won't show you the Oh shit! I almost showed that one, didn't I? He put it on both ends. What a nut! There's a package here, and then there's a bigger one. Yeah, Tommy puts like labels on both sides. Hey, thanks. Nice package. Ah, two-hander. Oh, um, oh, someone's gonna look at that, but you can look me up anyway. You know, you can see my my address everywhere. It's not hard to find me. You know, you look up my band, you can find my real name. Check out The Bind Rocks, at The Bind Rocks. Trying to get that going again too. You know, for a long time I was depressed and you know, my band suffered, but they stuck with me. That's the thing. You know, I'm the kind of person where people stuck with me even through my hard times. They didn't just throw me down the fucking stairs like some of these other people, like your Patrick Meltons and your Carl Hebergers and your John Melendez's and all these people. Did you hear that Tuki's got polyps in his throat? I know, and it just or Rocco from doing the Tukey voice, from doing a Grifter Tukey puppet voice, he's now got polyps in his throat. Entertainment's hard, people. It's not for the weak. Have a good one. Later.